think we're working. I think I'm good. It looks okay. It looks like I'm back. All right. Hola. Oh, I'm trying to find the energy, chat. I'm trying to find the energy. I'm revving up. Don't worry. Don't worry. Still recovering from a cold. Still not 100%. And I'm, mentally still need to rev myself up. I've been trying to rev myself all day. But we'll get there, chat. We'll get there. I'm feeling good vibes. I've made a presentation. If you know the Twitch streamer Atrioc, obviously he is one of the 3 members of the podcast Lemonade Stand. He loves a good presentation. So I've got a presentation talking about the Riftbound Bans, as that's been a topic of conversation. So I've gone through, I did a whole script, and now I convert it into like a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm gonna do a full PowerPoint. Can you believe that? Kind of, it goes over like the whole reasons why bans should happen. I kind of want this to be an introduction because I know a lot of people that have come into Riftbound, like this is their first TCG. So they hear people talking about bans, restrictions, why these top level pros think it's really bad. They don't understand the reason that some of these cards even need to be banned, the context behind bans in other card games. And it's become like the hot button topic. It's the thing of the week. So I'm really looking forward to diving into this topic because I think I have a slightly nuanced take. And I'll give a quick summary to anybody here that's come early. I don't actually think cold shot's the problem. A lot of people think cold shot's the problem. It's not. It's actually not. It's actually Ezreal. But we'll talk about that. We'll go into all of that and everything. In general, though, I think there are a lot of really interesting things within Riftbound, and bans are just currently the big button topic because, especially, let's talk about, like, purple is, like, the best color, right? So if you think purple is the best color, well, it makes sense to ban some purple cards. And I mean, in fairness, I want to ban purple Ezreal, but I think the method in which we're getting there is one of those things that's currently being, in my opinion, slightly overlooked. Wow, the gain on my microphone was also wild. So, hopefully fix that. I should really have done the check. I haven't done an audio check yet. I'm gonna go get my headphones. You get headphones, chat. I was an adult though. I did some chores, done my laundry, did some food prep. I've been trying to do stuff, you know. Been away for the last few days, so trying to like just catch up on some tasks and some chores and things that like I haven't done, but I really needed to do for ages. So I'm glad I've got all of those things sorted. Well, not everything sorted, but I mean I've got some things I'm gonna do this evening. But like I'm on top of stuff. Like I'm more on top of stuff than I was when I left. So I feel good about that. I actually brought some food. I was like so out of food, so I've actually got something to eat. Alright, let me just have a gander. I love it. Can't even hear anything. Why can I not hear anything? Hey, why is my stream just like died on my phone? Can we please? Yeah. Okay. I think we're there. We're good. Oh, hello. Oh, let me see. Poka, hello. How are you doing? I remember you because you had the 30th Pokemon anniversary. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're gonna be talking about bans today. We're gonna play some Aurora. I'm trying to think if are there any. I mean, there's also all of the spoiler stuff I need to go through. I think that's where I'm gonna start the waiting room off. We're gonna talk about all of the stuff that went down over the last few days, with spoilers. There's a whole bunch of stuff that came out, so I really want to like touch on a bunch of that stuff. And then I think we'll be in a pretty good place. It's just one of those things. It's like, before you know it, sometimes like so much has happened, and you're only gone for like 3 or 4 days. All right, let me find it. Well, I've got a whole presentation ready to talk about the Riftbound Bans. I fully prepared a full like deep dive. Like, I actually, while I was away though, because the ban topic came up and was like prevalent on like Twitter for like 2-3 days, and arguably it been going on for like the full of last week. I remember Jeff Jones talking about it, and then there was like some hot takes, and like my take got like subtweeted by a subtweet. It was like, no chains, no chains. So so ultimately speaking, I think there's a lot to cover, and I really wanna have like the more like the intro talk, because there's a lot of people that will like be coming to Riftbound and they just don't understand why it's such a topic. But Puka, how are you doing? How has your weekend been? Right, let me find it. I've got some bookmarks somewhere on my Twitter. I mean, it's a Riftbound report, I think. Riftbound report. Actually, I think the best thing I can do what I'll do is I'll pause the music. We'll come over here. I think, didn't they make a video? Am I crazy? Yeah, they did. They made a video.
Report for Thursday, the 5th of March. This week, Riftbound has been attending the Gamma Expo, and on its final day, the team presented the upcoming content for 2026.
Okay.
Starting with Set 3, Unleashed, we received confirmation that Rengar, Master Yi, Diana, and Pyke will be joining Vex and Vi as legends for the set.
Alright, so, I mean, all this really confirms is that, like, Riot and the team behind Playing Design are, like, totally open to the idea of remaking, everything from remaking Legends from the Proving Grounds. Now, obviously, like, they have designed this probably, like, they probably designed, like, at least 5 to 6 sets ahead in the cycle, which, ultimately, we know what colors Master Yi is going to be. So what this more comes down to is, we now know if there are anything that's going to link with any of the other Proving Grounds, we could definitely get it. So we can definitely see Annie, we can definitely see Lux, and we can definitely see Garen, and we can see better versions of them. What I almost think this might mean is we might see all of these Proving Ground legends remade, because the idea was that probably all of these aren't going to be super powerful, and they won't even be worth considering. Now, obviously, Annie, I still think is A tier, and I think she's now the best legend out of Proving Grounds, and I don't even think it's close. Master Yi, he's still like B/C tier. Like, he's still perfectly fine to play in the metagame. Rengar, I assume Pyke is purple, red just through this background, right? I assume Diana is blue purple from this background. It would be very surprising if they change Master Yi. I assume Rengar's going to be... We know he can't be red-yellow, right? So he'll be, like, red... What can he be? He can't be red-yellow because we already know Thingy's going to be red-yellow, right?
And Vi as legends.
Yeah, we know Vi's going to be red-yellow. So he could be... Red-yellow would have been my obvious choice. Red orange? Can we get that color pair at the moment? Isn't that set 4 color pair? Red orange? What's the current red orange legend? Oh, Folly and Lucian. Yeah, I'm just literally not aware. Nah, you're completely right, chat. You're completely right. Yeah, red orange. He has to be red orange. Yeah. You guys are right. Yeah, red orange. Okay, so red orange for Lucian. Also, yo, let me just flick over. Yo, Vols. Yo, welcome to the chat. Lovely to see you here. So we'll get him. We'll get this. Yeah, red orange, green orange, blue purple, and red purple.
For the sets, with the release of their legend arts. We already knew that Vex and Vi would be legends due to the release of the product images by distribution websites earlier in.
Yeah, we already seen like, I think we've seen like that they're going to be the champion playtest. No, the play boxes, the decks that you can buy. So we already know these two are what and everything now because that got leaked. Poppy and LeBlanc, I think, are just like on the side of the box. And if we just go by like historic factors, we've only seen one champion that was on the box that wasn't actually a legend. That was Yone. So reasonable to assume that like maybe something will get left off. Like maybe one of these two won't make it. But the others will. And if you're talking about, I don't know, man.
The year, which included them as available champion decks. This is only days after we had the release of the alternate art runes during the Las Vegas regional qualifier on the weekend, which.
Alright, so what this means is we know some things about all of this. Yo, welcome, how you doing? We're just currently recapping all of the spoilers that I missed across this last week, and some of the weekend, and we're going to talk, I've got a whole presentation for all of you. We're going to be talking about the bans, and then we'll get into some Aurora gameplay. But it's lovely to see you all here. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I love this Chaos one. I know I might be a basic bitch for liking it, but I don't know. Honestly, I might just have to get 12 of each of these runes. These will be my runes. I don't care. These are like my favorite runes they've ever done. Like, these are gorgeous. And obviously Summoner's Rift, like, I'm a League of Legends person. I came from League of Legends. So like, League of Legends is what matters to me. And like, representing the Rift in so many ways. These are beautiful. Make sure my gain is down. Jeez, I was peeking. We were peeking!
Saw all 6 designs revealed to audiences globally. Finally, for Unleashed, we saw a preview for one of the Nexus Knight promo cards for Set 3, a center-aligned alternative art Lee Sin Center.
So, 12 of each is the correct. Low-key might need 24 of each in case I play the same domain. You know what? Especially, I get what you mean. But I think I'm gonna get 12. I think I'll be safe. I'll just get 12. And I'll have everything all sorted. And I don't have to worry about it. But it is kind of the nice idea of like, say I want to have 2 decks ready to go. If I have 24, I'm never gonna have a problem. And those will be like my eternal runes. Like, I'm never gonna do anything. I will like probably sell my set 1 stuff to get in. So I have those runes. I don't care. They are just that beautiful. This I think is very funny. I don't know if I love it. Like, I like the idea of doing something like this. Like, this is, like, I like the idea of them taking cards and, like, fully meming-ifying them, in a sense. Like, he's centered, so we're gonna put everything centered. Cool. Let's do this and this as well centered. Like, it'd be, how funny would it be if also the 6 and the 6 were here? Like, if we're gonna do it, fully commit to the bit. Like, this, the unit thing, to show it's a unit, should be in the center, right in the middle of his abs. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm a little bit controversial, but like, if we're gonna completely start ruining the actual layout for a promo, which I'm fine with. For a promo, I'm actually fine with doing this, especially as you're leaving all the text and everything. Let's full send it. Otherwise, it's fine. It's a card that, like, nobody plays, so...
You just know the team had fun making this one. We don't actually know what else is going to be available for the Set 3 Nexus Knights, but when we do, I'll make sure to post a full list of cards. Moving on to Set 4, Vendetta.
Which is crazy to me that we're getting Set 4 stuff this early. Like, I was truly astounded when I started seeing stuff for set 4. And, like, I'm kind of happy that they're willing to at least soft relief stuff, because we are going to be very far ahead. But I was just, like, blown away we were going to get something for that, you know?
Better. We first saw the new design of the booster display box, which prominently showcases both Nasus and Renekton.
So Nasus Renekton have to be legends. I think we get Mel and Ambessa. There we go. I can remember my arcane lore. With Akali in the center, I don't know who would be like the other side of Akali. I know we're getting Zed and Shen here. I feel like we should get Kennen. Like, I feel like we should get Kennen. Doesn't Kennen and Akali like have like a connection, chat? I swear I'm not taking crazy pills. Kennen and Xerath. Yo. Yeah, honestly, Xerath would make a perfect 3 there, and then Kennen would make the perfect 3. Wait, no, because that's kind of 4, right? Because then it's just like assassin ninjas. I don't know. I think this set looks really cool. Like, I love the idea of like getting Vendetta
box, which is a good indication that we could see them as legends in the 4th set. However, just like Yone in Spiritforged, being included on the box does not mean
bamboo,
we have confirmation
boomerang.
that they will be legends. So for now, we know that they will be in the set, but we don't quite know if they are going to be legends or just champion units.
The only one I think is like soft confirmed is Akali. There's no shot they're doing all of this artwork for Akali and putting her on everything, and we're not getting that, right? Like that would be a little crazy.
It's like Yone. In this image, we can also see that Vendetta seems to be the first set we are reducing the number of legends in a set from 12 legends to 9.
Which by the way, let me just go back a little bit so this is like visible for everybody. I think this is going to become very standard. This is going to be the direction we have. We have some big sets, we have some small sets. I'm fully okay with us only getting less legends. There's like 200 legends, and we don't need to see every single legend in every single rotation. We absolutely can see a bunch of stuff. We can have some which are 12, some which are 9, some which are 6. I'm okay with this. As long as we like don't minimize the overall quantity of cards, right? Because like 160, I mean actually, Origins total card count. What's the total card count in Riftbound? Oh, the base set is 298 cards. So this is like half. This is way smaller. And Spiritforged had about 281, right? I guess actually I only care about that. So it was like 220. So we're going from like big set. So chat, this is what they've done, right? Origins was big. Spiritforge was smaller. Wait. I can confirm this with just that. I literally have cards here. I can just look. 1 second. So yeah, Origins were... So Spiritforge was 220. And... No, yeah. The Origins, 298. Spiritforged was 121. So then we're going from big, small, small. We're just going from bigger to smaller to even smaller. So ideally, like the 4th set in this rotation is going to be the smallest. And then hopefully we loop back around. So set number 5 is going to be really big again. I think Origins and Spiritforged are special. How many cards are going to be in set 3? So set 3... Ooh, that's a really good question. Do we actually have that information? I don't know if we have that. 210? So 210... So we are going smaller. It's just gonna be only like a few cards smaller. So we're just like gradually getting smaller to smaller to smaller, and then we're kind of going, this is way smaller. But you think 50 over? Oh, okay. So that would then fall in line with the 160 and that. I'm okay with them having, like, I'll be honest, fully okay if this is the direction we're going in. I don't mind this. And I also like, personally, having, like, a big set, which is, like, going to be at the very start of a rotation, so people can feel safe to invest into that, and that's, like, your, quote, core set, if you want to use, like, a Magic the Gathering analogy, right? Like, that's the set that's going to be with you for the longest. You feel fine to invest into that one. And then the rest you can kind of like pick and choose. If you really like a certain legend or something, you might want to buy more. But otherwise you can look to buy singles and stuff.
Legends to 9. If we are including both Nasus and Renekton in this list, this means that we can expect to see Akali, Ambessa, Mel, Nasus, and Renekton as the first 5 legends of the set, with the reveal season for Vendetta starting on the 22nd of June. We can also confirm from this slide that there will be over 160 new cards in this set, with more than 50 showcase cards, which includes both alternative art and overnumbered cards. The next reveal for Vendetta was that on top of the potential 5 legends, Shen and Zed will also be joining Vendetta as legends.
Like, we knew Shen was going to be a yellow card by default, because I think as long as it was printed within the rotation cycle, I think we're always going to see legends which represent their previous, like, unit cards, right? Like, it just makes total sense. Like, you want to be able to play them already, so I think we already knew Shen was going to always be a yellow legend. None of us should be surprised about this. Yellow what would be interesting, but now we know it's yellow-green. I think that makes total sense, right? Like, I don't think anybody should be too surprised about that. Zed also being what he is, I think is really cool. I like that they are also, like, polar opposites of one another. Obviously, we have no clue what their abilities or anything are, but I mean, these artworks are dope as well. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we could get some signatures. Everything here makes sense. Everything is gorgeous. I'm very happy with the direction. We actually do get the confirmation it's 166 cards from these cards. But Vendetta is 166. Wait a second. Let me go back. Did we not get... We haven't got any cards for Unleashed, did we? No, these just say R126. We have we I don't think we've seen any spoilers yet. Okay.
As legends, with Shen having the Calm and Order domains to Zed's Fury and Chaos. We can also see from these cards that there are 166
I swear I haven't pre-watched this, I just knew there was a video. That's crazy.
cards in total for this set, 55 less than Spirit Forged.
55, okay.
The next reveal for Vendetta was the reveal of 4 overnumbered cards. These overnumbered cards showcase the new connecting card art during the presentation.
Now, these are really cool. I think this is a really unique way of, like, having, like, reprinting cards that have already been made, but at the same time, like, adding a new flavor to them. Like, these are really nice for, like, collectors, obviously. Myself, I think these are just cool. I have no love unless, like, it's like a Leona Diana, right? If they do that, but I think, like, this is what it's going to be, and they're going to make really cool playmats, right?
Vi and Jinx were the first 2 cards to be shown, with Jace and Victor being the
Obviously, this is Arcane. They're just dipping into the Arcane pool because, I mean, why don't? Well, it makes total sense. Makes total sense.
second pair of champion units who will be receiving overnumbered versions of their previous.
I'll be honest, I think Jace works really well on his own. Victor does not work well on his own. But you just have this random thing here.
Cards. The art used for these cards will also be available as playmats and sleeves for Vendetta. So, if you like the art, make sure to check out your local game stores in July.
Like, I think the reason that I like Jace is the same reason I like Jinx. Like, the card artwork works well on its own, whereas my problem is, like, I don't know if Vi necessarily works on her own. It looks like there is something coming, and you want, like, context for this if you just isolate this. Same thing with Victor. You just have this random, like, staff just coming through his card. Like, what? That doesn't make sense on its own. So they have to be together. I think they make great playmats. But if we're also just, like, treating them as isolated cards, Jinx and Jace work really nicely. Victor and Vi, and I wouldn't be surprised if, for that exact reason, these cards are worth more money than Vi and Victor. Also, remember, this is blue Victor, and red Jinx, so I think... I mean, it's Jace. I mean, Jace barely sees any play at the moment. I don't think Jace will see ever much play until we get, like, stupid, big, expensive gear that maybe is in the blue colors. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Like, at the moment, Jace is just kind of held out of doing anything. Jace used on Azir. How could you play Jace in Azir? Azir is green and yellow. I'm confused. I'm confused what you mean, my dude. Maybe I'm wrong. We just need more gear for Blue Jace to be better. No Rock, hello. Welcome. It's Victor, yeah. This is Victor. Yeah. This is all of this is arcane stuff. All of this is arcane.
July. Finally, moving on to set 5, Radiant.
Which is wild they're even announcing anything for this. Oh, congratulations. Well done.
There was only 2 updates. The first update is that we know Evelyn will be a legend.
So, Seraphine versus Evelyn. Now, I'll let this video go, but there is like things I've heard from the grapevine.
For the 5th set.
I have no clue if any of it's true though. This is all speculation I've heard.
And that is because of the second update, which is the release of a new product releasing during set 4 and 5, the Showdown deck, which is one product which contains 2 pre-constructed decks, 2 booster packs, 2 play mats, and a guidance booklet for new players. Vendetta will receive a Showdown deck for Zed and Shen, while Radiance will receive a Showdown deck for Evelyn and Seraphine.
So this is going in the direction of dual decks, which were a product line in Magic the Gathering. Dual decks, when they worked really well, a lot of people loved them. They were really nice for collectors and for casual players, but even competitive players really liked them because if they were done really well, and if these have to be balanced really well in like the closed environment of just the dual decks, which becomes slightly a nightmare when you get the wider dual deck universe. You have to kind of treat it as its own format, right? If these are really actually like playable decks that you can enjoy and you can sit down and play with other people, these are going to slap hard. Now, these will not be money makers, and I have to be very, very clear here. These will not make hand over fist money, but these are like another way to get pre-constructed decks in casual to like entry-level players' hands. It's also a great tool in which you can teach people with. It's kind of like a Proving Grounds, but obviously Proving Grounds, I've always pitched and I've always said to people, Proving Grounds is a board game with the idea that it is part of a much wider game, but it's a board game at the end of the day, and you can very much just enjoy Riftbound as a board game, but it's a card game board game, similar to like Smash Up, right? Like it's not the same way, but it's like you have decks. You play the cards, and you can kind of have fun with multiple other people. Some people, some legends are more powerful than others, but that's kind of common. This is what this is trying to be like the spiritual successor to. And I'm perfectly fine with this. I love dual decks in Magic the Gathering, so I really want to see where they'll be going in the future with these, and I hope they support these only do one, like they're doing at the moment. So we've got this one, so it makes total sense. We get one for Zed and Shen, and we get one for Evelyn and Seraphine. Do one. Rock went to a tournament I told you about yesterday. Round 118. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby. What did you play in the tournament? Well, I can't remember what you said you played. But they have gear that costs 7, and if you pulled that card in beginning of GD, yeah, absolutely. Can't wait for music skins over numbers. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like with all of the skins in League of Legends, in Wild Rift, in just all of the League of Legends games, like TFT as well, there's like so much to pick from. Like we will have a full Yordle set. We will. We'll have a full Poro set at some point. We will have crazy things, and this will be, we'll do this, and then their overnumbered cards are going to be crazy. Like, they've got so much creativity. We've got all of the the Legend Rune Terror stuff to pull from. There's just so much. I wonder if it's the new version of Proving Grounds. I don't think this is going to be the new Proving Grounds. This is going to be very much kind of like Showdown decks, where they play in the explicit kind of own little metagame. And then from there, we'll see. We'll see. But I like this. I actually think this is a really good product to have. You don't want to have too much product, but at least have something else that people feel like they could buy. And if the decks are like somewhat playable in the like constructed metagame, that's technically even better. And the reason for that is if they are better, and it means people could like rip open these these decks. They have a side deck built in. You can sit down and play at your like Nexus nights with them. And you don't feel like incredibly far behind. Like you're having fun. You're probably not winning a lot of games, but you feel like you at least maybe win one out of a game out of a match. Or at least you're able like kind of get some rhythm. Obviously, Nexus nights, sometimes you might just play against the people who have really good decks. You might play against me, who's just being a DGen playing Annie, because I'm that guy sometimes. But sometimes it's just fun to have more product availability. We don't want to have too much product availability. We don't want to like have so much thrown at people where it feels like it's almost overwhelming to keep up with everything. We don't want a gluttony product. We want to have availability and options for players. And I think this could be a really strong way of doing it. I will probably buy all of these and just treat them as like a separate thing where if someone goes, hey, I want to play this, I'll be like, cool, I grab some of these. A Magic product that I really loved, and I hope Riftbound does it, were the World Tournament decks. So if we could get like special alt art versions where you can't play them in tournament legal, I'd really like it to be this. My experience, you played a Zero. Nice! You got an Origins pack from it and you got a seal? Oh my god, talk about like winning the lottery then, Narok. Well done. Good for you. My experience, this is the set that will stop. All the prices are already dropping except Origins. I mean, I think MSRP is a good thing. We want to hit MSRP. We don't want there to be like the absolute problem where there was just no way of getting everything, and then random scalpers were coming into the game just to take the product because it was available, right, for them. I'd much rather it be available for like average player who wants to walk into a shop and buy booster packs. Like, I like that. I want that. I don't want scalpers to exist in the game, personally. The current only place they can realistically exist at the moment is in like some of the special online only stuff. But now because it's a lottery system, it's even harder for the scalpers to like scalp.
Seraphine, which means we now have 3 legends confirmed for Radiance: Seraphine, Echo, and Evelyn. That's everything you need to know about the Riftbound news today. If you found this helpful, also keep...
Okay, so that kind of explained everything to us. We didn't have to go much further with all of that. That's good. That was good. That was really helpful. Shout out to Riftbound Report, who provided that. So if you're not following Riftbound Report, honestly, chat, like that's the place to actually get all of your news. Like, absolute goated. Or if you're someone that's like not on Twitter, I'd recommend like favoriting them in your browser or something, just so you can do it. Yeah, Marshall is the GOAT. Marshall absolutely is. In Portugal, I went to a store and they asked for 119 euros for Spirit Forged. I then went to Car Market and showed them, are you sure? Never went there anymore. Lost one client. Yeah, I mean, that's just scalpy stores that just saw Origin was crazy. So they just assumed that everything was going to be crazy. And thankfully, Riot, like, overprinted. The other factor is, obviously, Spirit Forged. While it sold pretty well, there just isn't a lot of chase cards. Right, chat. I'll play my ads so we don't have any distractions. Let me get some music going. Alright. So we're gonna play some ads, and then when we come back, I'm gonna be going into the full presentation explaining the bans. We'll be doing the full YouTuber voice and everything. And believe it or not, I do have a YouTuber voice that I'm not using. So if you don't want ads, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Really does help a lot, and support in all my endeavors in Riftbound and the wider thing of TCG. So thank you so much for your support. Righty then, chat. Has anyone here played Slay the Spire? As we've got ads going at the moment, so we can also turn off the pre-rolls for an hour. Anyone played Slay the Spire? Everyone at the moment on my, like, other chats and everything is talking about it, so I'm, like, very tempted to get Slay the Spire 2. I never really got into the first one. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I know, I feel like that was kind of sacrilege. I just never got super into it. I don't know why. I just think it, like, the gameplay loop just wasn't for me. There's so many Riftbound players playing Slay the Spire. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing, like, other people playing it. I just couldn't get into it. The only, like, kind of roguelike like, deck building game I got into a bit was, what was Reynard's game? What was Reynard's, game? Oh, the Bazaar. I, like, played a bit of the Bazaar. I enjoyed that when it was in, like, the first version of it, like, the second version. I just couldn't get into it after the fact. No signature legends, and some people aren't even fans of overnumbered legends from Spirit Forge. That's true. That's true, Noob. Like, if I just have a quick look at card market, we got still another 1 minute 30 on ads, so I'll keep talking about this. But I mean, whoa! Alright, things were moving. Oh, my card market has switched over to Flesh and Blood because Aurora in Flesh and Blood is coming back. I've got all of my Flesh and Blood cards out. Most important one is Channel Lightning Valley. I'm Aurora only. Don't worry, chat. I'm not going to be switching. This is simply going to be the random game I play on the side. This will be like the fun thing I have on the side. What do I do to, like, play when I'm not playing card games? I play another card game. Does anybody else do that? Like, you play card games and then you end up, oh, I want to relax. You just play another card game. I find myself doing that more than I should. Right, let's have a look at Spirit Forge promos. Let's just go raw set most expensive. So all of these like the overnumbered crazy cards, showcases. I don't care. I'm gonna like skip past all of these. So it's Defiant Dance is the most expensive card in Spirit Forge, which makes, I assume Axes would be the most expensive. Last Rites are more expensive. Okay, Spinning Axe is like 14. It's lower than Arise. Like, some of this stuff just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, like, this just doesn't make sense to me. Why is Defiant Dance more expensive than, like, Spinning Axe? Yeah, like, if I want to buy one Defiant Dance in English in the UK, I'm gonna have to spend, like, basically 30 euros. If I do the same for Last Rites, it's 23 euros. If I go Spinning Axe in English, I'm looking at 16 euros. That's just very surprising. Defiant Dance is a 3-of in every Aurelia deck, whereas not all Dravens run Axes. I mean, yeah, but like mid-range is, I think we can all agree, like, mid-range is still very accessible for a lot, and Miracle playing 2 is still like a non-zero number. It's not like they're completely skipping out on them, right? I also like I'm guessing I have to assume, right? Like, Azir and Aurelia are more common at like a lower casual level, chat. Like at a Nexus night, your average player just wants to enjoy playing like Azir or playing Aurelia because they have like cool mechanics and it feels like you get to do something, you build up to something big and powerful. Whereas Draven being de facto best deck, one, has the overwhelming factor that you're probably playing it wrong for at a Nexus night, but two, knowing that you're probably meant to be playing Miracle, which then adds a whole other amount of stuff. I don't know. We don't have like an over at my locals. We don't have like a huge amount of Dravens. There are some Draven players, but there's not like an overwhelming amount, right? That's a good point. Like realistically, you just pay for like Aurelia. You don't have to buy Ezreal's for, right? Whereas every other purple deck, you basically have to play Ezreal outside of mid-range Draven. Or aggro Annie, which I will keep championing. Aggro Annie. Get on the aggro Annie hype train, chat. If you want a cheap deck that's effective, assuming you got Proving Grounds and you got your 2 flashes, you'll be good. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Are you ready? Alright. I gotta get my script up so I have my notes on the side. I'm not gonna be ignoring you, chat, but this is gonna be the presentation section. So what I'll say is if you've got questions, I'll hit them at the end, but we're going to be now doing the full like YouTube video, okay? So let's see how well I do this. All right? This is going to be the full breakdown, my full thoughts of the ban. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive on bans, on everything around banning and everything else. And this is going to be an introduction, really good. So if you're like a newer player, we can tackle that after the fact. So if you got questions, type them in the chat. I'll try and come back through everybody. All right. All right. I'm just gonna lower the music. Chat, how's the music levels? Do we think? I think I got it. I'm gonna be very smart. I'm actually gonna put the headphone in just so I can do the audio check correctly. Yeah, I think my stuff. Oh yeah, no, I hit this. Yeah, no, I got this. I can probably honestly up it a tiny bit. All right. I didn't even realize I still had it so loud from the video. Anyway. All right, let me make sure this is still playing so I can still have that going in case I need anything immediate. Righty then. This is going to also be chat. I will have you come on at the very end so we can say a hi to YouTube. At the very end, okay? I'll do a quick thing. I come over here, and it'll be very clear when I'm ending because it'll be like, comment, subscribe. And there's a little thing where I do, like, let it ride, okay? And then when I let it ride, I'll come to chat. And if you want to put let it ride, oh, MVP, thank you. I'd love that. Anyway, chat. Let's see how well I can do this. It's been a hot minute since I've done something like this. Turn down the music my side so it's not, like, distracting me. Okay. See how well this goes. Hello, YouTube. I am Alex, otherwise known as Lexi. Goodbye, Mars1 on the internet. Riftbound bans have become the hot topic. Is Cold Shot really broken? Is a stack deck potentially worth banning in altogether? Maybe we should just get rid of Ezreal. And so many other questions are being asked within the Riftbound community. And I want to give my 2 cents as someone that has been around the TCG industry and playing as a competitor for over 2 decades. And Riftbound is a game I love and appreciate so much. I did play in Bologna in the main event. I didn't do very well, but I'm having so much fun streaming over on my Twitch channel as well as just playing the game at a local level. So let's dive into why Riftbound has a ban list and why there are some asking for bans. But before we do, why do bans matter? So bans in TCG are actually meant to kind of like catch those mistakes that went overlooked in R&D and playtesting. It can also happen, and I think this partly was showcased and leaked, within Riftbound. Draven was not meant to draw infinite cards, and because of this, we start to see right before printing, cards get very slightly altered, and that changes the power level in a highly unexpected way. This could also be a card because of its rarity, gets completely overlooked in play and design, and then suddenly, when it hits the actual live game, people find the card and they break it, because every card is tested by the average player. Can't always be done in a much wider team. Also, because obviously this is a physical game and not a digital game, bans or restrictions can actually allow the balance team to prevent unfun play environments, as opposed to being able to errata text. You can't really do that with a physical one. You can very slightly alter the idea of the wording, but it still has to basically mean the exact same thing. Can't necessarily actually do that in a physical TCG. So, do bans need to happen? Are there other options? Well, in times when a meta becomes really polarized by one deck, like there is just the deck you should play and everything else, and it's the best deck, yeah, that's typically a reason, especially if there is a core piece, like 1 to 2 cards that really bridge and glue the deck together. If you ban one of those cards and suddenly the deck doesn't really exist anymore, or it becomes a much worse version of it, that can be a reason for a ban. Sometimes you can also experience there is a, quote, best deck, but the only good counter to that deck can only really be proficiently played by highly skilled players, means that also only top-tier players and pro players can actually play it, which kind of also has a negative feedback loop for casuals and even semi-competitive players, because guess what? They're still struggling and not playing the counter correctly. Which then becomes the thing where you just don't really want to play the counter, so you just stick to playing the best deck, and then it becomes a very unhealthy play environment, because it also means you can't play anything else at a local level. So banning cards outright can kill the card game, the card for everybody, and also sometimes tends to kill the whole strategy. So an alternative way, and a game that has done this to mixed success, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Restricting it, meaning you can only play 1, 2, or 3, 1 to 2 cards in the game. For Riftbound's case, would mean something like Cool Shot could be only played 1, which would definitely mean the consistency factor that the card offers would be lower, but you could still play the card and you wouldn't lose the inherent value. You could also see this with potentially very expensive cards. If you minimized it just down to 1, you wouldn't see the card so often, but when you do see it, it has that wow factor. Additional formats also sometimes in other card games allow that. It's not really relevant for Riftbound at this moment in time, but I just wanted to make sure it is a point, and that is something that potential other card games do use to kind of at least relieve some of the pain and stress for a player when a card does get banned. They are still having an opportunity and an option to play the card. So, do we need bans? Now, Challenger TCG, I love the Challenger TCG guys, they have a great Metafy. They posted this image, and I'll be partly basing my thoughts. So, let's just go over this very quickly. They're saying we must ban Cool Shot. Should bans include Rebuke, Fight or Flight, Stellarcorn, and Reaver's Row? And a card that's at least on the radar is going to be Dazzling Aurora. Jeff Jones, who is one of the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh players, and he's also a man that got best of Lee Sin at Houston, because he's just the GOAT, I guess, tweeted out this image a little bit beforehand, and said they need to ban Stacked Deck, Obelisk of Power, and Reaver's Row. My face is in front of Reaver's Row, but I promise you, it is there. So, why would why would competitive players call for a ban? And especially these bans at this moment in time. And this is some of the arguments, but not a culmination of all. The current power level of some of these cards is significantly above and has now warped the metagame. It's having a knock-on effect towards local players and casual players, and that the game is still young. However, competitive players are losing interest, especially after Set 1's meta being pretty much play Kai'Sa, play Yi, play Annie, play Set, which sounds very healthy, but realistically it was play Kai'Sa or kind of bust, or play Annie and kind of bust. The meta now, jumping into Set 2, has very much play Purple or don't bother. Realistically, it's play Miracle Draven or play Ezreal, and that's kind of it at this moment in time. Not that there aren't plenty of other decks to play, but that's kind of the general meta we're experiencing at the moment, at the highest of tiers. And remember, bans typically are really yelled by those from the highest tier. Casual players don't really understand or play the game correctly or to proficient levels, which means they won't see the same reason for a ban. They might just feel bad about some of the play patterns that happen against them. So, reasons against it I've also seen is that it's still very, very, very early days. We're only in Set 2, and we should wait for more sets to come in. We didn't ban Kai'Sa, so why are we going to ban something now? We also don't want to confuse new card game players with a negative experience of buying cards and then being told they're not allowed to play with those cards, especially at a local level, especially as Riftbound is a lot of players' first card games. Banning something this early into the game's life cycle means you've now set a precedent for what it means to actually ban, for a ban also to happen, which will then very much reinforce in the community's mind, if you're banning for this reason, you're going to have to ban other cards in the future for that same reason. So rather not banning something at this moment in time actually prevents that. And that none of these cards, outside of maybe Dazzling Aurora, actually win the game outright. Like, none of them go bang, win the game. Some of them feel like they have that effect, but they don't have written win the game. Especially something like Reaver's Row, where your opponent is also allowed to go on that battlefield. It's just how it interacts. So, my thoughts. How do I think about this? And where does my philosophy on bannings actually come? So I'm not a fan of banning cards outright. I actually would rather metas and sideboarding really evolve in time. And the more people actually play within these, you already see things evolve. We already saw this from China, right? Mid-range Draven was seen as the quote-unquote best deck. We then saw Miracle evolve, and then that became thought of as the best deck. Well, then we saw Alan come along with Control Ezreal. Everyone's like, I think that's actually the best deck. Evolution is a very natural progression of cards. And while it makes sense to ban some cards, it's not always the reason to ban cards early on. This isn't, and to use Magic the Gathering as that's the game I am most familiar with, we're not in Oko territory. If you know Oko, you know how warped the format became around that. We're not in that environment, and I don't think anything at the moment is that kind of meta warping, you play this or you don't. If you're not playing it, you have to be playing just the hyper-aggressive aggro deck that can hopefully go under and maybe has a 40% into the match, but at least it's 40, and that's better than everything else. If we had players can only cast like one spell or unit per turn, I think that would also kind of put us in a far less, oh my god, it feels like your opponents are just doing everything at the moment. But I also don't even know if that card would even be balanced at this moment. And in my opinion, decks are also far more enabled by Ezreal, and in part by Vex now. Vex is seeing a lot of play in these kind of miracle and controlling decks. Simply being, Cold Shot is perfectly balanced when you're actually paying for it with the runes, or if you happen to find all your seals. Ezreal just gives you a free roll. So I actually argue, I think Ezreal's far more of the problem card. The problem is you don't want to ban Ezreal because it's one of the few money cards in the whole set. So Ezreal also lets it cycle itself, so you're not even down on card advantage if your opponent actually interacts and kills your Ezreal at your base. It still means he's traded himself and another card. He's always net neutral. Even if you play one Cold Shot, you're probably mega positive, and if your opponent still kills it, you're like, sure, I've already gained like 3, 4, 5 cards off of just this one Ezreal, let alone the fact of if you get to play a second one and completely blow away. So, Red Kai'Sa, in my opinion, is one of the few other cards that kind of always gets net neutral, assuming you play it at a board state and your opponents aren't able to kill it. Main reason is when you play Kai'Sa, typically you will always conquer with her, meaning you're always going to draw a card, which means quantity of cards, you will always go up in card advantage. Cold Shot's also most blatant part is that it costs 0. Like, I think we can all understand this is why the card is so powerful. So perhaps it would be a bit more balanced if it's you could have the first version of it be 0 and 1 power, but its repeat cost should have probably been 1. Now, it's far too late to actually do that in hindsight, but if you're able to get something like a Vex and something, you're really having to work for it. The fact that it's just kind of a win does really make it feel bad, and I just don't like that we're there. It's the other factor of that Cold Shot lets you look at 4 cards, and only for 1 power with Ezreal, or really 0 if you have a Vex out as well. This is also obviously assuming that you're doing the repeat, but plain and simply put, Cold Shot is probably the most broken card, and I completely understand why people are calling for a ban. I just think Cold Shot is far more enabled by Ezreal, and not actually the fact that Cold Shot itself is explicitly broken. Now, it is because it's a 0 cost spell, and 0 cost spells in so many other games, especially where there are costs within them, are typically broken. I'm just looking at the whole Phyrexian cycle from Magic the Gathering. Most of those cards were extremely broken, especially if you start putting draw a card into any of them. Cool Shot is obviously enabled Miracle. Something like Nocturne gets even more stupid, but the whole package as well is just very, very powerful. So, Cool Shot has some validity as to be banned. Kai'Sa is fine. This is far more of a comparison to Ezreal. I just really like Kai'Sa, and I think she is far more balanced inherently. It's actually the legend ability of Kai'Sa, which edge. Let's talk about Rebuke and Fight or Flight. And I actually think these two cards are far more victims of the fact that purple is the best color. And I don't think anyone would ever argue this factor. With set 1 and set 2, set 1, purple cards were pretty good. Some of them even really good, especially in decks like Annie. But purple wasn't the outright best color. It was arguably maybe blue or maybe red, depending on where you fall down there. I think it was blue personally, but that's not for this conversation. Purple is far more of the symptom that, let's be real, if you're playing Cold Shot, stack deck, purple Ezreal, these cards kind of slot into these decks. Now, not all of them are always 2-ofs or 3-ofs, and this is why I don't think these cards need to be banned at this moment. I also think at this moment in time, we will see that these cards will get power creeped out. Like, these are powerful effects, but this one does cost, Rebuke does cost 2 runes. Whereas Fight or Flight is just arguably powerful, but in set 1, when you played this in something like a Teemo, it was just pretty good. But you didn't outright win the game with these cards. They were just solid. So, I don't like banning supportive cards, unless they are absolutely throwing the support is just insane. They're just more victims of the symptom that purple is. So let's go over to Stellarcorn Herder, who is, more than anything, unparalleled when it comes to drawing. Nothing quite draws as many cards, especially in Aurelia and Yasuo, because it must be said, than Stellarcorn Herder. But Stellarcorn Herder herself isn't actually a broken card. It's far more of a fact that, one, she's played in typically purple, or with purple, which, as we've already established, is playing some very powerful cards. And you could argue that Stellarcorn Herder is made broken by Rebuke and Fight or Flight being able to move her around. However, my counterpoint to that would be, well, actually, I think Guardian Angel and Zhonya's giving so much protection to Stellarcorn Herder is far more of a bigger problem than actually the fact that Stellarcorn Herder herself is broken, and also the fact that, in actuality, the purple stuff just lets her move around to draw more cards, or rather, cycling the card you play to give her protection, which means you'll never net down on card advantage. Stellarcorn Herder just gives you card advantage, especially if you're able to give her some protection. I'll also argue the fact that I think a lot of people want Stellarcorn Herder gone, because at this moment in time, Aurelia is a very strong deck within the format. Arguably, it's the 3rd best deck in the format. But if you ban Stellarcorn Herder, does Aurelia kind of become fully all in on Protect the President, and if you don't get there in the first few cards, you kind of lose? I don't necessarily think that actually breeds a healthy game environment. I actually think Stellarcorn Herder, while sometimes it feels like they have all the answers, sometimes if they don't have the runes to do the answers, it doesn't actually matter. Just depends on the game state. I would argue that the most powerful card in the format at this moment in time is Stacked Deck. To use a Magic the Gathering analogy, it's Ponder, it's Preordain. It's Brainstorm. It's one of these many 1 cost with 0 drawback spells in the game where you get to draw a card and the rest goes away. Now, if it was put into its discard, the card would be even more broken. And I stress this very heavily. The fact that it recycles is pretty good. Problem is, in conjunction with Cold Shot, it's very easy to get the exact answer that you need at this exact moment in time, and you'll probably cycle through your whole deck if you're playing something like Ezreal or some of these Miracle decks, which in turn feels like you get to play these cards over and over again, which means you cycle through everything, which kind of gives a negative loop, because then it's suddenly, with cards like Fizz, you can just keep going forever and ever and ever. You then play Last Rites, you get them back into your deck, and the cycle continues. Stack Deck is also incredibly powerful because you can play it in mid-range. You can kind of play it in aggro. I play it in aggro Annie because it's one of those cards that can just fix your hand. But it also offers mid-range Draven one of the most powerful on-the-draw plays in turn 1 by playing a stack deck into a Noxus Hopeful. Something that Kai'Sa has to work a lot harder to do when playing Noxus Hopeful, whereas Purple just kind of gets to get card quality, not quantity, so no advantage, but also while improving their hand, gets to play a powerful unit. Stack deck, in my opinion, is probably the card that really should be on the ban hammer, if more than anything else. There isn't a reason not to play it in purple. Obelisk of Power and Reaver's Rose are arguably one of the most powerful battlefields at the moment, and Obelisk of Power is, well, it just lets you skip a turn cycle. If you're ramping, you want to play Obelisk of Power and to keep going. One of the few cards that is enabling Aurora. Problem is, certain aggro and control decks, some mid-range and control decks are also benefiting from the idea of cheating early on, when the control decks, when the ramping decks would absolutely like to kind of have nobody doing anything, or maybe playing just one low-cost unit. The fact that they're also skipping this kind of prevents the ramping deck from getting the time where they needed to hopefully ramp themselves. So Obelisk of Power kind of warps the game because everything is a little bit further ahead than it should be. The idea that mid-range Draven gets to play something turn 1, and it's like a double Noxus Hopeful plus a 2-drop for 6 might without even really working very hard, pretty egregious. The fact that Control Ezreal gets to benefit from this as well, the fact that Aurelia benefits from it. There are so many things that Obelisk of Power enables, which you would feel like it should only really be wanted to be played in Aurora. The fact that it's played in so many other decks brings problems. Now, Reaver's Row is arguably the Draven battlefield at the moment, and Draven gets all the benefits with none of the downsides, simply through the fact that outside of Aurelia being able to trigger it, it's kind of whatever. Draven will obviously push people off, bounce back, and unless it's in the mirror match, just get raw advantage. And it's their best one on the play, and if you're on the draw in the mirror, you just play it when you're on the play. And if you win 2-0, don't worry about it. You didn't even have to do the mirror match. Reaver's Row is a fantastic battlefield for Draven, but it's not the same for anybody else. And God forbid you're a Leona who wants to actually attack in with yellow Leona and people are jumping away. Makes that whole strategy absolutely unplayable, which Battlefield shouldn't nullify Legends entirely. It should just be like it's a net zero. You don't gain anything, you don't lose anything. But Reaver's Row kills stun in general. So, do we ban, ladies and gentlemen? My opinion is we need to let things go out, but what's your opinion? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Or do we let it ride? But with that all said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And by the way, I do stream live on Twitch. So if you want to join my Twitch chat, that'd be lovely and appreciated. But with that all said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very, very soon. All right, chat. Chat. How did I do? How do we feel about that one? Oh, God. Oh, God. I just went. I just full sent it. Whew. Yo, Leo. Hello. Wob. Hello, welcome to the chat for the first time. If they want to go with the limit route, Cold Shot is a perfect example of a card that should be limited. I would agree. It's why I definitely brought it up as one of those ones that probably should be looked into. Also, thank you for the follow, Wob. Appreciate you. Let limited cards remain in Yu-Gi-Oh! To be honest. I mean, Packer, I don't disagree with you. We're just in that spot right at this moment in time where it feels like if we want to like limit or restrict cards, it's something we could look to do. But we'll have to wait and see how things are gonna go. Let me show you guys the thumbnail I've already made for this as well. We'll have 3 videos going out on the channel. This will be the first one, so I'm gonna have this go live tomorrow. Let me just bring this up. This is the thumbnail I've got for this. Any thoughts? I was able to find I couldn't find Ezreal's artwork, which I was annoyed about. This was the only Ezreal artwork I could find that's currently being played in Riftbound. Obviously, this is the Chinese promo, so I think the artwork is gorgeous. We'll have that. Let me find my channel so you guys can head over there and subscribe. I'll be going live tomorrow. I'll be going live so that we can that good stuff. I'm on the boat to let newer sets release before dooming the game. I agree. I think it makes far more sense to I think it makes far more sense just to let things be. Like, we didn't ban Kai'Sa. We didn't ban other things. So let's just let things go for the time being. If we're still playing Draven and Ezreal at the end of 2026, yeah. But I think if we also get to that point, I think if we get like, if we hit set 5 release and that's still the real thing and the only thing to do, then yeah, they need to step in. But it's far too early to do anything. I understand what you said, however, I want to wait. Purple players can lose the game because ending deck. No, I get the frustration only from playing. I get the frustration. Like, you want to have something more fun to play, and playing purple decks feels kind of degenerate a little bit. Like, not even necessarily. It just feels like you have to play purple if you want to win. Oh, that's a good point, Packer. I'll have a look at some of those. Minefield. It appears against Minefield. Battlefield. Yeah, Minefield is a great battlefield. A lot of decks that are able to utilize their discard piles will use that a lot. I think Riftbound from a real game after 4-5 sets. Yes. I mean, we're currently experiencing Lorcana. If you played Lorcana in its early days, that was very much... Was that red purple as well? Which would be very funny to say. But it was like, basically, you play this one deck and don't play anything else. So it's very normal for a card game to feel like this, especially when like card games aren't like what they were in the 90s or early 2000s, right? Like, the hive mind is able to figure things out far quicker than we were, and we're far better at card games than we were like a decade or two ago. Only they worked on set 1 to set 3 together, so at the very least we should wait to see set 3 meta change how it does. Based on hearsay, but still. No, I completely agree, Leo. Like, doing anything till set 3 is released is crazy. We have to wait. We have to wait. Yeah. Go ahead and link it, Packer. I'd love that. We have to wait till we get set 3, and set 3 has to settle. Like, we have to wait a month or two with set 3 as well. And by that point as well, like, if it feels like it's far more diverse, we can also just wait for set 4, right? Oh, wow. God, look at these artwork. Holy. I think this has already been confirmed. Like, this is going to be what we're going to be getting for in Runeterra, in Riftbound. I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, I can't believe they're just reusing artwork, but it's like, why would you not? This artwork is gorgeous. Like, we've already got all this artwork. Why would you not want to reuse it? You already paid an artist to do it. Why would you not? I remember playing this card in Legend of Runeterra. I don't remember what it does. Can anyone tell me what this card does? I remember this card being great. 2-1 elusive. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll definitely use this for some of my thumbnails and stuff, because that's going to make life so much easier. I couldn't find the Ezreal, though. Which was, like, annoying. Is this just, like, one of the agencies? I think they... such a good job on that. Like, oh... this is such a beautiful artwork. I'm so happy that you... I like this. I like this vibe. Oh, my queen. Oh, God. This has to be one of the Dianas. I'm sorry. I guess +1 attack when you start. Yeah, I remember that card being great. I remember it being great. Right, chat. I need to play a match. Or two. We need to play a match or two. We've done the video. We've done our video for the day. That's going to be the banning video. So check out the YouTube channel. Get subscribed before... check out the YouTube channel so we can, when I do go live with that video tomorrow, that'll be going live tomorrow. I need to find an Aurora deck. What Aurora deck do I play? Do I just play Misfortunes? I could play the best of Misfortune deck, actually, from Bologna. I haven't played that deck. You know what? That would be fun to do. I think that would be really fun to do. There are only 250 players that played in the SCG side event, the 10K. That's such a free roll. And it was won by like. It was won by Miracle Draven. Miracle Draven definitely seems to be like maybe not the quote-unquote best deck, but it's definitely in that spot now where it feels like you don't have to becoming like incredibly good at the deck to do well with it. And the way that I say that is like, unlike Ezreal, which is like a genuinely very hard deck, it's like, yeah, it's just outright very difficult. Oh, these are the Ezreals. Well done. I couldn't find... I was like reverse Google searching with like lens and stuff. I couldn't find it to save my life. Thank you so much. Gonna boost the volume up because it's one of my favorite songs. Right, where are we? Alright. I was just having a look at this Miracle Draven's. Like, I don't necessarily think you have to be insanely good to play this deck, like, well. I'm not a huge fan of Detonate being like one of the cards that we play, and we just go with with us playing Treasure Trove, Detonate, but if we also kill, like, we also can play Scrap Heaps and then destroying our own, like, this feels very, like, but it's like, hey, it only costs us 2, 3, we only have to pay one power. Like, I get it. Is there a way, am I, like, missing something? Bushwhacking. Am I missing something here? Like, I feel like you can't ride the wind or do like a fake version of it, right? Vi is just there for your decking, right? Vi's just here so we don't deck, chat. If I'm right. It's just so you can like cycle things around. I dabbled in the unofficial community Discord and looked into Renata thread. They're cooking with a vision package, but Renata is still Renata. Yeah, I mean Renata's not gonna be Sadly. Do we have a full deck dump yet? No. Dude, are we not getting full deck dumps? I thought we were like promised full deck dumps. Or at least everything that made day 2. Am I crazy? Am I like taking crazy pills for thinking that that was gonna happen? Like, I feel like I was correct in thinking that's what was gonna happen. Or is that just something that's like going to happen in time, but we'll have to wait? Let me just copy this deck and import it. Alright, we're going to play the best of MF deck, because I want to play a Dazzling Aurora deck, because we've not played one of those. And in the coming days, I will be looking to do my mega stream. So if you're not followed or subscribed, I would appreciate it, chat, because we're going to be doing a mega stream this coming week, where I will be playing and winning with every single legend. We're only one game. We only have to do one game, but it's going to be a whole YouTube video. I'm imagining it might be our longest stream. The longest stream at the moment we've done for Riftbound was 11 hours and like 20 minutes, where we were doing most of day 1 coverage of Vegas. But we might eclipse that with this stream, where I've got to win with every single legend, simply for the factor that there are so many legends in the game. Right. Let me come over here. Righty then. Alright, let me... Yes. Oh Jesus, that took like 0 time at all. Alright, chat, we got somebody here. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot, I won a game. We won a game. Oh god, we're against someone that's actually good at the game. Why are we against people that are good? No. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Alright. First time playing Aurora on stream. First time with Aurora. Can we get a W? Can we get a win, chat? We're in. We're in. We're in. Alright, let's do this. Disable best MF. Continue. This is the deck from oh Lord Almighty, it's the mirror. Oh Lord. I mean, I'm gonna go for Aspirant's Climb. I feel like that's what I meant to do. 10. I'll go first. Maybe I meant to draw? I don't know. Alright. Good luck. Have fun. Why am I playing the MF mirror for the first game I play with MF? Like, this just feels ridiculous. I mean, I feel like Bullet Time and Volley are like cards I don't want, so I'll just do this. Alright, thumbs up. Alright, 1, 2, tap, pass. I'm going to hard bargain when they play ramp. Sure. They had a stacked deck, chat. I can't believe it, they had a stacked deck. I don't even know if it was correct to counter that, but I feel like it is. I mean, we'll sabotage them. Non-unit card and recycle it. Let me just take the screenshot. And then I ping. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I will just get everything. 3 plus. Oh wait, actually that's okay for us. That's okay. Reveal. Right. Let me find it, chat. I should have the thing here somewhere. Pretty sure I do. Do I not? We'll find it. Anyway. I believe we're in top deck mode, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of 2. Play Mind Splitter. Yep, we get rid of the challenge. They've got no cards in that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, chat. It doesn't matter. I mean, we can't do anything else. There's no reason to do this. Show this. Yep. I just pass. Our opponent is in full top deck mode, and if they don't play it, they know I'm going to rip it out anyway. Alright, what are they going to take? What are they going to cycle? Get a catalyst and a challenge to the bottom. Oh, well, we're absolutely going to challenge. We can challenge Mind Splitter and do everything here. So, I mean... how do we do this? We first... so we float. Is there a way I can do this better? I guess I just do double catalyst. Do I? Yeah, I guess I just do that. Visible to no one. Group this. Wait, group this. And then go detect bottom. I'll do the hard bargain. I'll then go 1, 2, send this first, and then that one, and then challenge. And I'll go in. Sure. It does kill it, which is fine. So then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 5. I guess I should have probably played this. It's fine. 6. In here. That might have been wrong, because if I had at least done the Mind Splitter, they wouldn't have got the bullet time. Ah, shit. Oh, well, that's a pretty good one to hit. I got a 1, I got a 2. Pull her back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Buzzing Aurora. I guess I will. So, no, group. Cancel. Doing this now so I can check to the bottom. bottom. Doing so we know we've already got them locked in. And then this. So I look at the... Reveal the top card from my deck, reveal the main deck until I play a unit, and then I play it. Alright, manage top cards. Reveal. Oh, play this. Finally at the bottom. Awesome. Well, I mean, pretty good top decks. Yeah, probably would have been better, actually. No, you're right, you're right. Go to volley. Go to 3. I think I just want to pass. And then I just pass. I feel like we've won this game because we got our Aurora down and we ripped our opponent's hand apart out of the Aurora. Before... I mean, I guess I just go in... Yeah. Visible now. Up. Here. Tap this. Cycled. Up. And then this here. Did I got the point for that. I got the point for the turn. Yeah, the conquer. Alright. Yeah, I've got to get the point for the hold. Yeah, GG's. GG's. We got GG's. Alright. That was definitely not my play, because you guys were absolutely right. If I just kept the, if I just kept one of... I think doing one of the Mind Splitters would have been fine. 2 is silly. Yeah. Anyway, I think we won... what do we want in this match? Not this... I don't think this is a Misfortune match. Is it? Nah. Gust is, I think this is a Faded Memory and double Factory Recall. We don't want Gust. Let's just think, what do we not want in this match? What is hard useless in this match? I'm gonna take out like a punch first. I don't think we want anything else necessarily in this match. This Misfortune's kind of interesting because you can then just throw it onto a battlefield. I think invert, like a 1 of invert is fine. Lets you recycle. Yeah, right with that. Our opponent is doing. Are they... Oh, right. Oh, so this is what you're meant to do in this match. Okay, well. Fair enough. I had no clue that that's what you're meant to do. Apparently you can't. You just have to do what that guy did. Aspirin Scribe. We're doing that again. Don't think I want challenge. Don't think I want factory recall. Alright. Thumbs and up. Alright. Passing over. No reason to do anything? Oh, God. Okay. They're just playing the misfortune out. Yeah, I won't allow. No stacking of a deck. I mean, I've got the Dazzling Aurora, so there's no reason for me not to just, like, go for it on turn thingy. Get the idea. Ah, well. Goodbye, Aurora. Bottom. Idle. We'll still get to Mind Splitter them. I feel like that's awful. Okay, so this is what I meant to do in this match. I had no clue. It crossed my mind, but I forgot I could, like, literally switch it out with the, I still think I want to take a Dazzling Aurora. You know, they got Dazzling Aurora, Cold Shot, Bullet Time. I think I will also just get rid of other Dazzling Aurora now. We know they've only got Bullet Time and Cold Shot. Yeah. Bullet Time, Cold Shot. Let me see. Do I have the thing for it? I think I've got it set up. Anyway. Paying a mana gold. Oh, that battlefield. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Our opponent won't keep going. I only play 1 for Mind Splitter, did I? Yeah, no, I need a, yeah. Alright, there we go. We're down to 2 runes, but we have a Mind Splitter, and our opponent has 2 of their Auroras at the bottom of their deck. That might be wrong. Alright, that goes bottom. Ooh, is that an interesting one? Not really, actually. We get 1, go to 2, tap. Come over here, invisible like 1. Go to 3. I think I just play this Misfortune. Do I need to? Not necessarily. I guess I'll just play a Last Rites. 1, 2, 3. Pass. Alright. And the only card we're, like, super scared of at this moment in time is Aurora, right? I mean, we know we can kill our Mind Splitter whenever he wants, but this is why I didn't want to play Misfortune and the Last Rites, because then I can just re-summon it and keep going again. Obviously not at this exact moment in time, but we can. Alright, they found their Dazzling Aurora. Have to get rid of. Yep. 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 4. 5. I think I'll just pass. We still have nothing we can get back. There's no reason for us to necessarily do anything else. I guess if we really wanted to, we can do this. But then that literally puts us out of Aurora range. I mean, we're never playing this hard. Well, we might. But I guess if he does, like, nah, because then we're not getting to conquer. So, yeah, I think I'll just do the idea that I'm never going to get to do that. And I'll group this to this. And then we discard. And I'll put, I guess bullet time to the bottom. And I'd bargain to the bottom. Because then if we hold... I mean, it's now a 9 might unit, so his Mind Splitter doesn't trade into it. So we'll have to use, like, Mind Splitter plus the bullet time that we know he's got in his hand. Nope. Okay, so we did sign in the fading memory. Okay, so we were correct with some of this stuff. That's good. That's good. I can't. I can't. It's stuck. Opponent is like trying to get me to untap. I'm like, I can't untap it. It's stuck. Oh, right. Got a 6. Do I allow a bullet time to happen? But I do have the fight or flight now, so I could push this off, win, and then... I mean, it really doesn't matter, does it? I still... When you conquer, I still have to pay its cost, so I can't pay its cost. But I guess I just... shrug? So yeah, I just shrug. I pass. Did I got a counter, lost, yeah. Man, I got rid of 2 of his auroras and he found the 3rd. Off. Okay, going over. Stacked it. My hand, the rest of them randomly. Cool. I guess I go in here first. Kind of thumbs up my side. Cards reveal 2. Nice, but alright. Well. Okay. Win this. It's gonna be a rough one, chat. I don't know how I do this now. I guess I just take the punch first. Anyway, can we pass? Our opponent goes to 8. At least we can push the volley bear and then maybe try and find something. Alright, they play the catalyst. Yeah, man. Nah, that's it. Alright. Game 3. Wait, I'm meant to do this? And I guess he got like 3 points, but it didn't feel like those 3 points mattered. I guess my other misfortune didn't really matter. Whatever. We'll just run it back. We'll run it back, chat. We'll run it back. I think this is funny because I'm on the Obelisk of Power one. So we'll just get all the value. Alright, opponent is still doing the thing. I like how broken it is, so I just like can't look at their deck when they're doing that. All there and out. Well, I mean, I just put these 2 to the bottom. Alright, my opponent has an Aurora in hand. We have an Aurora. Alright, so I go... Yep, alright. 4. This. 2. Pass. So our opponent can potentially do something very, very silly, but they are going to just slam the misfortune, which means we go 6, this. Alright, comes it up? Yeah. We go... Well, we absolutely just go 4 for this. 2, tap, done. I mean, there's no reason now not to do the stack deck. Manage top cards. Oh god, I'm not meant to be revealing those. On these around at the bottom. Done. Cool. Whatever. Go. Did I not draw? I swear I drew. Reveal. God, I hate how this works. Play random bottom. Yeah, good. All right. Your alternative was to play a Mind Splitter. Oh, okay. Edge. They did it in the correct order. Yep, that sucks. That sucks. But we can at least play volley over to this other battlefield. Actually, firstly, sabotage. Time. Got a hard bargain. Here. 1. 9. For up. Cost. Well, that's probably a volley bear. Oh my god. Take a Mind Splitter that from my hand, or do you take the Aurora? Probably Aurora. Probably this one, actually. He disagrees. I mean, he knows I'm gonna play this. I guess he knows he's gonna do that. I just think this takes more might off the game. Oh, right, because he knows he's gonna get both anyway. Wow. I mean, I'm just so fucked, right? I'm just so fucked, right? Because, like, I hit volley bears instead of Mind Splitters. If I had hit a Mind Splitter off of the volley, off of the Dazzling Aurora, I ripped their Dazzling Aurora out. Wait, when I looked at their hand, did they even have it? No, they didn't. Oh. No, because when we sabotaged, they didn't have the Dazzling Aurora, so they top-decked it. Ah, man, I don't know. Maybe I played this game horribly. There's a chance. I mean, I guess if I move in with both, this is still going to be 10, so... Nah, it doesn't even do anything, man. No, I can't even move in with both. I can only move in with one. So I guess I just tap Aurora. Because we know this is fight or flight. Oh my god. Alright. GG's. Alright. GG's. And the factory recall was good. Well. 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 Our opponent was more powerful than us there. Can't do much about that. They clearly are more proficient in the mirror match. The misfortune playing it to go between stuff, it's like, that's interesting tech. That's like the only time I've ever seen that card be played. I'm not even gonna lie. But why did I have to play against someone who's playing the mirror match and also knows what the fuck they're doing? Like, why does this happen to me? Can't believe that happened, chat. Why did that happen? Alright, we got another one. We got another one, chat. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. Chat, what is going on? Are you guys jumping into me? I swear, I swear. No. I don't want any of these cards in my hand. I guess I'll take this one because it's the most... I want the others to go off for free. Am I, like, not meant to play the stacked deck there so I can, like, counter his ramp on turn 2? Maybe I'm meant to take a Mind Splitter there. I'm never taking a volley. Because now if I could counter the Mobilize, it would be great. Well, yeah. Bro, I don't want to play this mirror match. This is dollars anything. So dull. Like, what is this? If he slams an aura, I'm scooping. I'm not even gonna pretend. That's just like... What am I meant to do, man? What am I meant to do? Oh, why am I playing the mirror match back to back? I've like barely see any of them in the whole game, and then I get that. Rude. So rude. Ah, well. Right. And we see both Augusts as well. We'll do this. Oh wait, I need to... Yeah, we'll go 40 cards, and then we remove Misfortune. Cards. Oh my god. Our opponent has been playing MF from day one. What am I meant to do against this kind of power, chat? Our opponent is going to be better at this than us. Yeah, they found the Mobilize. Yeah. Bottom. Alright, we've got the... Well, we smashed it. We will get it on the play. We've got the Auroras. So this guy's gonna slam it. Alright. Our opponent is not looking happy. Fine. Oh. Manage. We know it's probably gonna be a Volibear actually, but if we can hit a Mind Splitter, that would be wonderful. Oh my god. Going so deep. Alright, our opponent has not a lot at the moment. I guess I'll just take this Last Rites. I feel like that's the card we need to worry about the most at this time. Might be wrong. Let me see. Can I find the thing I had? Have that capture somewhere? We're at 10. This is a 10-point game, so I'm not too worried about going all in and doing stuff. I do want to go in. I'm going to thumbs up. He wants to a fight or flight. That's fine. Pushing that back. Sure. Point. 4. 2. Kind of makes sense. Sabotage. Drop to the bottom. We have fight or flight in our hand. I'll just do this. Manage top cards. Play a Volibear. There. We go there. Plus. Because with this fight or flight, we can push it back if he does decide to do it. Oh, looks like they just got off the top. Oh, it's a Mind Splitter. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a little awkward. Yep, that gets discarded. Yikes. I mean, if he wants to, he can use his MF to trade into this, but it doesn't actually do... Damn it, why did we... Oh, we're so unlucky! So we go to 4 for double hold. I guess I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna manage top. Play this Mind Splitter randomly on the bottom there. And I pass. There's now no reason to do anything else. Because I'm gonna have to play this Volibear imposing onto one of these battlefields. Go to 6. Pass, I guess? Yep. We're just gonna pass. I'm gonna... Reason we do this is so if he does happen to hit an Aurora, he can't actually cast it this turn. It also means he can't play a Mind Splitter. We got a full turn cycle where we don't have to worry about it. Even if he found it this turn, like, most of his cards are kind of dead. He knows we've got a Fight or Flight in our hand anyway. So we're just kind of going, eh. That's fine. I mean, we got an 8. I mean, we can full pull off if we wanted to, but we're not. We're gonna just... Slam a volley bear here. Pass. Make our opponent find it. Make them have it. They probably do. Honestly, knowing how most of our opponents go... Alright, GG's, we got it. Game 3. Alright, so we go 7 cards, 40 cards, alright. Search for... F. Full. Move. Sounds good. Okay. Alright. I mean, I'll keep a stacked deck. Factory Recall and Fight or Flight feel like kind of like whatever, so we'll... Alright, well, we got him. Alright. Pass over to the opponent. Playing a stack deck. Another stack deck. We do go to 5, so that's why I don't mind holding a stack deck. But man, the mirror matches are weird. Alright. I mean, the only card I want to find at the moment in time is an Aurora. I'm just gonna cast this. See? Do I do it now? Or do I wait if they Buccaneer? They're probably going to Buccaneer, right? If they Buccaneer, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I want to get information before I do my stack deck, if they're going to Buccaneer or not. I'm not doing it. Okay. That means they've got it. Visible no one. Visible no one. Back deck. Alright. Top cards. And bottom. Just manage the top. Reveal. Oh my god, they're all in a pile. Smashed it, chat. Look at that. We absolutely smashed it. Alright. Oh my god, we hit it. I can't believe it. If we win this mirror somehow, I'll be very impressed with ourselves. Yep. Yeah, we knew this was happening. We knew that was happening every single day. Alright. We know our opponent has Fight or Flight and Challenge. I mean, I don't mind forcing them to play cards. I don't really need the volleyball, obviously, and we... I go 1, 2, 3, 4... I think I'm mobilized. I'm gonna fight or flight, push this back. I don't want them to get more points. I want them to have to work for it. I want them to... I want work. I mean, they know we've got a Dazzling Aurora, so... Because they just got rid of ours. We removed their one with our Mind Splitter. So... Yep. I don't know. Maybe the fight or flight was wrong. I'm not sure, chat. I feel like it was fine. Going against someone that's like actually proficient in this mirror match. It's like, so why have we played 2 people in a row who know what they're doing? This is not fair. Alright. I'm just gonna go in again. Thumbs up. 1. Alright. We're gonna bullet time here. An amount of friendly unit that damages. That's okay. We're gonna do it for 7. Alright, it's dead. Alright, so our opponent is like mega time walking themselves. So that's fine. So now we play a Dazzling Aurora. Tap our Dazzling Aurora, manage the top cards, deal. Ideally, yeah, that's not really what we wanted. But a volley's nice. The reason volley's nice is because we got the challenge. Our opponent is now at... I think they should have an extra rune. Have an extra rune. I think our opponent's meant to have an extra one, right? Or am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sight, faded memories. Kill at the start of its close begin full scoring. Alright. Gonna discard that for this. Oh. Oh, wait, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, good catch, Z. A faded memory, kill a unit or gear. Give a unit at a battlefield. Oh, right, okay. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so that would have gone. Right, okay. Oh, okay, so the Volleybear's still alive. The Volleybear's still alive. They wanted to get rid of the Dazzling Aurora. I think we all may understand that makes way more sense. Anyway, we'll come in. Take that one to hand. Guess we'll take this one down. Bottom. There. Up. Go to 2. 1, 2. Line splitter. Goes that other card, opponent. Yep. Full shot goes. Then we pass. I think we're in a pretty good spot that we've ripped our opponent's hand and they have nothing they can play. Got a 4. Back. No reason to do anything else. Us. Our opponent is on complete top deck. They have absolutely nothing. We have more points, more everything. It's a race to 8. We've got the we won it. To quote our opponent, GG's, you won the Aurora Roulette casino gameplay. Wild stuff. What a lovely player. Damn, what a funny one. What a funny one, chat. Those are weird games. Those are weird games. I don't know how I feel about all of those. It's weird, right? Like, Aurora feels like it's sometimes very powerful, but in the mirror match, like, there, it sometimes just seemed like, did they have it? Like, sometimes think about it, like, I didn't have it. I did not have it at the spot. So I found Cool Shot, looked at 4, and I was like, I found it. It doesn't necessarily feel like somebody played better or worse, you know? It felt like it was very much just like, I guess we hit it. Funny one. A funny one. I'm not necessarily sure if it's good or bad. Now, can we just play one game where it isn't, you know? Alright, we're into another one. Just not be MF. Please. Alright, it's a little bit different. This feels like it's actually a bad matchup if they're, what I think. So, yeah. We rolled a 14, we rolled a 9. Imagine they'll go first. Alright. Well. I mean, this is kind of the best we could hope for. I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. This feels like the best case scenario. An extra card. Pass. Sadly, nothing we can do. Well, that's a little bit sad. What are they going to take? Well, let's see if they sabotage us again or something, or a mind splitter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our opponent is going to cast Sivir. Yep. Well, we hit the Aurora. They don't know when, they don't know where, but we did hit it. Alright, our opponent is exactly what I thought they would be. What do I take here, chat? I think I just take a cold shot. Yeah, we'll take a cold shot. I don't seem to have the thing for snipping tool. I don't know what happened to that. Don't actually want it on this. Ah, fucked up. I messed up, chat. Opponent's going off. Ease. I'm glad I took that cold shot. But it doesn't seem to have mattered. Our opponent promptly went off. They found a stack deck and they just went off. Oh, it got rid of it. Anyway. Yeah. I feel like I want to get rid of this. But firstly, I'd like to stack deck. Ooh, I'd like that. You can't do that in like that, opponent. And then, so I've done 3. Can't really do more. I guess I just... That's timelines. I just took. Hey. Alright. Well, we're snap taking this, No, no. Awesome. The snipping tool. Alright. In a second. Drop it. There we go, chat. Now you know. Point for holding. 2. I think really we want. I think I can. This fine. Me? If I want to play anything else, I guess I can play this mobilize because then I can guarantee player volley back turn. I kind of want to hold up this hard bargain. I can go 1, 2 and still have up. Seems fine. Anything I'd like to cycle? Probably the challenges. Oh. I guess the confront is kind of like more annoying, so I'll just do that. Yeah, that one's gone. I guess. I want to give him draw. And if our opponent goes all in. Oh. Oh wow, he didn't even want to do a best of 3. Our opponent rage quit. Chat, we made them rage quit. They just left. They just left and reported the win. Well, I guess they put your luck was insane. Aurora after sabotage just disgusting. Which they're true. They are right. They are right to think that way. It was pretty gross. It was actually very gross. I don't even blame them. I just brought all the cards I need to detonate for Detonate Draven. I don't have time to test it, but it looks so much fun. Is that Miracle or something else? I'm not... What one's that? Which one is that one? I think I've heard of Detonate Draven. It's Miracle, but it play. Oh, yes. Yes. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's the Miracle one, but it's like all in on everything, and you stop playing the Nocturnes again because Detonate just allows you to play more cards. Well, you draw more cards, right? That's definitely not how this works. I've got someone doing something a little sus, but... Odd. This is what I think it's gonna be. Oh, no, chat, no! I don't want to do this anymore! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! Alright, it's a miracle. I rolled a 2. Alright, they rolled a 15. Good luck. Have fun. Alright. Nope. Oh, they're playing with the new runes. I like it. I respect it. I'm down for it. If we don't find Mobilize, we're just going to counter anything we can with Hard Bargain, I feel. I think that's just how this works. I wonder if there's ever a reason that I'm not meant to mobilize there and to do hard bargain. It's a weird one, right? I'm not 100% sure how that works. Live, die, repeat gaming. Wait, did the Aurora, did they announce bans? They haven't, no. I just did, well, not just. About an hour ago, I did a full presentation talking about the Riftbound bans because it's been a hot topic in the community. So I did a whole presentation on my thoughts and feelings around the idea of doing a ban. And if it's necessary. To be honest, don't really care for this hand. Feel like I kind of want to do this. Could make his Ezreal worse. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do this. I like having Gust for this Ezreal, so we will... And if he tries to go onto our battlefield early, we get him. Forces him to Oh my god, opponent's just going off. Opponent's going off! Maybe I should have just fight or flighted it. Oh, this is definitely this detonate stuff that you're doing, mate. He can't beat me when I get the second one, right? If I just go back to back, that should be enough to just, like, fully climb out of any hole I find myself in, right? I mean, I am gonna push him off. Yeah. We're just gonna keep, like, no! No! Nothing for you. Not allowed. No discarding. No, no, no. Okay, so we got rid of a battering ram and a seal and a Vi. Ooh, okay, so opponent actually doesn't have infinite stuff. They cannot go infinite because we got rid of their Vi. They do not have their get out of jail card. Bushwhack. Back deck. That's 2 cards. They're just doing it one? Oh, they get it for free. Yeah, they get it. Yeah. Man, this is why fucking Cool Shot needs to get banned. It's stuff like this, man. Alright, that's 2 Cool Shots. 1 stack there, 2 stack decks. Playing a battering iron, playing a battering iron. Oh. Jeez, man. Jeez, they kind of got a bit of everything here, haven't they? Huh. I think I have to take the last rights. I feel like Last Rites is the only card we can realistically take there. I imagine our opponent is going to still detonate it. That's the detonate. They could have killed our stuff, but I just don't expect them to ever do that. I think they just want to, like, go off themselves. Last Rites is, like, at least giving them some way of continuing to go. The other option was, like, take a rebuke. Yeah, alright. But we've got all our auroras. Yep, that's another seal. Alright, opponent only has 10 cards left in their deck. Whoa, they are just going for it. Didn't play that, they didn't play that, they didn't play that. They've got Ezreal, Rebuke, Grove, and Bushwhack. Now I feel like this Rebuke is getting played. So we gotta make them play it. I'll thumbs up my side. Play on the Aurora. End my turn, manage the top card. I find another Mind Splitter. We're in a game state. Volibear is very interesting, though. We will play the Volibear here. Us. It's like not super helpful. But at least our opponent didn't get to use the Rebuke. Well, if they wanted to use the Rebuke, they had to use it on the Mind Splitter. But there's 7 cards left in deck. So if they want to do something, we're going to have to find out soon. I mean, the worst thing is, it's like, it gives us a point, but it doesn't, like, win us the game. Oves gets pushed. Huh? I keep spinging the wrong things. Our Volibear is going to get killed. And we get rebuked. That's fight off. Right. Yeah, hit it. I mean, I guess I just do this. And yes, I do. I just play another Aurora, I think. What are you drawing? Oh, sure. Fine. Cards. It doesn't matter because I'm about to go. Bubble. Everything's about. Let's go to game number 2. Let's go to the next one. I guess what I was meant to do there is play the Mind Splitter. I completely forgot we had already gone through all 3 of our Mind Splitters. So I thought I had another Mind Splitter. I had Volley Mind Splitter, that's why I played the Aurora. If I realize that, I just go Mind Splitter, take the Rebuke, go in with the Volley Bear. Aurora hit the Volley Bear. Yeah. And then we're probably in a really good spot. Okay. Invert timelines. Good. Gusts don't actually feel very good. Because all of it... I guess it's like fine against early units, right? I guess Punch First feels like worse than Gust. Yeah. Right. Visible Fall. Oh. Guess I just get rid of those ones. They left the game. Our opponent left the game! I don't know what happened to them. They're back. They're back. Immobilize. Not bad. Not too shabby. Sets us up for giving off a little bit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a sequence. Did I bring in the hard bargains? I think I did. Back deck. Cards. And I guess finally at the bottom. We're okay if we find a Uber live here. I don't. They've already played a detonate. Oh, I guess we'll. Pass. I guess this is really bad now because we have our Auroras, but we can't actually play our Auroras because we've got the invert timelines. I feel like I've kind of messed this up, chat. I think I've messed this up entirely. Why are you keen on making the alt red runes orange? Like, if I don't see the legend while they're playing, I assume they're playing orange. Oh no, I think that looks Fury. I get what you mean. It is a little confusing. I get what you mean, Packer. Just doing a cool shot for 1 and not actually repeating it. It's crazy. Looking at it. Okay. Battering ram, cheese. It just pass. I mean, it's like I could play Aurora, or I could play like a Mind Splitter, but it feels like if I play Mind Splitter, I'm just in an empty spot. I feel like I have to just try and go for Auroras and hope it works out. And at least we've got this. I don't care. Our opponent's asking if they can play a card. I'm like, I don't think it really matters, mate. Just float it anyway, but fine. I think it might be correct next turn to that's a card I wish I could have countered last. My opponent just says sorry. I don't know what's going on with them. I think they're going way too fast. They're trying to like speedrun do everything. Okay. For that. Okay. I kind of have to go for the Mind Splitter. Like, if they stay here, we can at least go Mind Splitter. Kill Aurora? I don't know. I think it's correct to Mind Splitter. Like, kill this. Kill this. I can then always swing over. Okay, not gonna do that. So then... I think I have to go for that line. Mind Splitter... Mind Splitter, take the... Well, Vi can't come in immediately, so that's not a problem. Rasa is like 6, so kind of whatever. I mean, next turn we're probably going to. I mean, we have got a fight or flight, so we could push him off his fight or flight, or we could just challenge and then kill the thing, but then they can always respond and move back to a battlefield, but that doesn't... So I guess I just take, like, Vi? Yeah, we take Vi. We take the Vi, we take the Vi. Reason for taking the Vi is because it's the card that lets them go infinite at. Don't want to let our opponent go in. What have I done? There we go. So, I guess I challenge on the battering ram. And just accept I'm not gonna... No, I just fight or flight it. Oh, we got a switcheroo. Oh, that's insane. Okay. Play a Volibear there. Us. The reason for doing it in this sequence order is because Volibear now gets to be a 13. So our opponent has to throw in But they didn't have that when I looked. Damn it. God damn it, man. Like, you look at their hand, they go, okay, cool. And you're like, okay, so I should be alright. Okay, detonate, killing that, sure. Okay, so they got fight or flight into detonate. That's right. They've still got 2 cards in hand we know about. Battering... Jesus Christ, man. Dude, I swear, these Miracle decks are wild. Dude, these Miracle decks sometimes literally feel like the nuts. Alright. No cards that we don't know. Well. Not bad. So, what's the correct line here? Is it Aurora? And try and hit... a float then. If you don't want to let me, bro, it's cool, bro. I'm just doing a shortcut to do this. I'm just trying to understand my opponent. That, like, can't do that. And I'm like, no, I know. I'm just trying to... Oh, okay. I'm confused. I'm confused, opponent. Whatever. It doesn't actually matter. So I can kill a Rasa, and then he's left with so much, man. I still have to bullet time. I think I've got to hope that challenge plus bullet time just gets me there. Volibear versus... Pause. This doesn't feel good, chat. I'm not feeling great, chat. Yes. Yeah. Yep. We are at 3. We are at 3. The streamer is at 3. It feels like our opponent probably is just like confirming we're dead. Oh, I hate this, man. We're gonna have to use this bullet time and like wipe a battlefield because he's got to go in with like boom, boom, boom. Realistically, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your top decks. Hmm. Okay. Opponent is... I don't know. They showed us an Ezreal. Used. Yes. Whatever works, bro. My god, that other card is a rebuke. Hard bargain. Or tap him well. Can't play the fight or flight. Or tap tap. Oh my god, this opponent. Seven. I need to find, like, fight or flight or we die? I don't really know another line. I don't know if I can beat the rebuke off the top from our opponent there, man. Like, chat, what am I gonna do there? Ah! That's actually wild, man. Yeah. He's got, and he drew, we know this is rebuke, and he showed us a fight or flight. Gonna put this, cycle another one, put this here. He put a Fury? It doesn't matter, but the deck is trying a little bit. Get rid of his fight or flight. Go to 4. That's that gone. That's there. Tap. Come over. Go to 5. Us? The problem is we know he's got a rebuke in hand. So it just doesn't matter. Like we know he's got another one. Like, it's so cooked, man. We are so cooked. Why'd you draw? How did you win combat? I get why you're playing Rasa. I don't understand why you draw a card. I'm the 8th. Right. Right. Yeah. With them. Yeah. You guys are right. Yeah. 7 point. Oh my god. Alright. Oh god, we're getting buried. GG's. Yep. Wow, that was rough. Couldn't do that. Just couldn't keep up, man. Just opponent absolutely gave us the battery business. Miracle. Miracle. Do I one punch that? Oh, good. Yeah, we lost 2. We lost 0-2. Our opponent absolutely smashed us. Ugh. Oh, I forgot when I was sideboarding. I was like, oh wait, I already lost to this guy. This guy already smashed me. All right, last one, chat. Last one. We'll see if we can do this one a little bit better. I'll be honest, Aurora, not a lot of fun. Not my thing. Not jiving with it. I'll be frank. I'll be very honest, chat. It's like fine, but it's like not hugely amount of fun. All right. I think it'd be more fun if I was playing into like Master Yi and stuff. That feels like that's where it'd be fun. We're against... Oh, please just... Oh, it's gonna be Miracle. Like, no one plays mid-range anymore. Oh, it's actually mid-range. Oh my god. Look. Alright, well, we found the Aurora. Don't want you. Don't really want you at the moment. I mean, I'm okay if we just pass, draw, go. My opponent is like, I'm gonna tap. I'm like, nah, don't worry. I'm not doing anything. I'm an Aurora deck and I don't see the thing. We'll just hold. Just hold. Fine to hold. Okay. 6. That's a scary card. Okay. It's fine. We're fine and dandy. We're fine and dandy. I guess I just pass. Oh god, chat, what a horrible Aurora game this feels. I'll push this. Visible by no one. Visible by no one. Full shot. Gotta look. Gotta dig deep. I don't know how deep. Guess crystal? gonna fight or flight this back now. Just don't let them get more points. I guess it literally doesn't even hurt me at this point now to do this. Might as well sabotage and see what they got. Oh, Lord. Okay. Kind of a nutty hand. Alright, well, we'll take a rebuke. Pass over. Oh, dear. Oh, no, chat. I don't... What is this stack deck? Why? I would have snap take that. Oh, my God. Whoa. Why is it every time I like look at an opponent's hand, they have like no draw. I'm like, okay, this is good. We can do this. And then they find it. At least we stopped our opponent from getting a few points. But like we're in not a great situation, chat. But the fact that we didn't do anything, got close, they just slammed the Mind Splitter, and then we just kind of shrug our shoulders. Like, what? We can do it for 7, but like, what are we doing after the fact? Guess we just do it. I forgot they had the spinning axe, chat. I'm terrible at this game. I don't do it, even though I guess I was just cooked, wasn't I? I guess I was just cooked. Gust even good against them? Do I take out... I guess I take that out. This Faded Memories is fine as like an additional thing. That bargain barely even hits them sometimes. I'll go second. I'll go second on a Sigil of the Storm. Don't want that. Don't want that. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about that, chat. Oh, no. Opponent's got a bug where his things are starting to, like, float around. I'm pretty sure the only thing that fixes that is, like, a complete... Alright, chat, 1 second. Gotta restart. They got the bug. this. I think I want that and that, and I don't want, what was it? Hard bargain and I'll just do hard bargains. I mean, double Dazzling Aurora is pretty good. Only get two. Only get two for free. Not more. Alright, well, take it. Oh, we just got Aurora into Aurora and prick. Damn it, opponent is very powerful. Having the Mind Splitter. The thing is, I know he only plays 2 or 3. Opponent was hoping that I only had 1 Aurora, and now they're not sure which one they want to take. So you still take a Dazzling Aurora now. What would you take here, chat? If you're like a Draven with a bunch full of cards in hand, probably at least 1 Fight or Flight or a Rebuke. Oh, sorry, chat. This is the game state. I feel like that you just always put yourself in a spot where it's like okay for you. I don't know, they want the sabotage. I mean, they know I'm going to slam an Aurora. They've got another Mind Splitter in hand. They might do something. They've clearly got a Fight or Flight in hand. Yeah, I was always doing this anyway. Guess I take a Thermal Beam, because I at least don't lose tempo. Do I take a Rebuke? Feels kind of like take a Rebuke, honestly speaking. Yeah, I think I take a Rebuke. Pull it back. Put it there. This is sad. I think I still go in with the Mind Splitter, chat. Go in, hit this, and just slam the Aurora. I don't really see another reason to do anything else. Opponent's trying to think they can do stuff on my turn. They cannot. If I go in here, it's probably better. So yeah, I'll just go in there and I'll thumbs up. Yeah, we'll just slam this Aurora. It's fine if our opponent wants to play Thermal Beam. I really don't give a shit. Because we should, in theory, hit the Mind Splitter. 2. Now we're guaranteed to hit a Mind Splitter. Opponent just doesn't know that. And a Riv. This one goes on. I will put this. I will play the Mind Splitter here, and I will. This thermal beam. It stops me from getting a splitter. Whatever this. I think I just take. I think we might lose anyway. Let's take our whole opponent's turn. Be something I don't mind. I might actually just play this invert timelines. And I feel like our opponent is kind of in a spot where they can't do a whole bunch. We can't have them keep these cards. These cards are problem cards. Yeah, those cards are problem cards. The problem is, it's like, would we rather keep bullet time? Probably. So we'd rather keep bullet time. We just pass, I guess. We can play mobilize, bullet time, bullet timelines, I guess, anyway. So I guess I mobilize. Up. And then I guess I pass? Do I ever go across? We need to hold. We need to hold. The hold. Having them have double fight or flight and stuff is just like so annoying. But at least if they have to go in with like all of their stuff into here. They kind of actually have to go in with everything here. They're not going to go in with everything. They're hopeful that we can. The Volleyball bets could pushed. I thumb up. Back. Else. Okay, so I will now play a bit time. I tapped one for it. Oh. 12. Yeah. Seven. That's it. One. All right. Well, we got it. Guess I go in with Volley Bear. Back in. There's no reason else. You know, he's got fight or flight, ride the wind. That opponent cannot necessarily stop. I guess I do want to back down. Bullet time? I guess we're in a spot now where we're like, well, opponent probably can't just stop us from being on this battlefield. We want to just keep going. Big. Go to 4. Probably switch. I guess I have to just do this pick. Or can't do anything. Do I want to gank across? Oh, not really. States. Oh, us. Well, we're still not out of it, but it doesn't feel like I'm super in it either. We saw our other Mice and we put it to the bottom. Okay, spinning axe onto Raven. Passing. I guess I can. Visible to no one. I can't come over. I want to. I guess I just go mobilize. Am I gonna win this turn? No, I didn't. 5. Pass. Alright. Maybe I was gonna hold the gust, because then I can get rid of the mech. Probably. Which is it? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, it still trades with. It loses, actually. That's fine. It's fine. It's correct. We're actually fine. Definitely going to invert timelines. Assuming, like, nothing crazy. Up. King. Okay. Up. 7. Means we might have to play this Misfortune. But that's... is why we might play her accelerated so we can move her in here, which is then ready, and then get us back in. It's just what we might have to do. Opponent is thinking about hiding a card. That might be the fight or flight that we've been just praying to get rid of. Double spinning axe is a real threat to us. I guess I was meant to gust previous mech earlier. Before? Isa? Hmm? Like, oh, okay. I don't know why he had a thing floating. Oh, from the sigil. Sure. Yeah, for the sigil. Okay, so I'm going to... Yeah, just go 1, 2, 3. What do I... No. I do this. Up to this. Mash over. Okay. I'm moving my Mind Splitter back. Okay. Oh, dude, I totally misplayed. I didn't even... oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I will... That's fine. These resolve. Can these go? Cool. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Should have fucked up. Done this. Oh wait, I can't do that. Doesn't matter. Sure. This dies. These both die. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. Don't you need to conquer? Oh, I guess... No, you need to conquer. On both. They'll go 1, 2, 3. Invert. You also draw an extra card for the point. Kind of whatever. Not how the rules work, though. We found the fading memories. I'm not sure about that because I slightly remember people winning such cases. That would be... Make sure. Totally. Opponent is questioning us. So, chat, if I'm not mistaken, right? I come over, I conquer here. We get the point, we conquer here. But they haven't actually conquered on this turn, they've only conquered on one of the battlefields. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I'm 99% sure that's how that works. Like, I'm positive. As I'm completely misinterpreting the rules. I hope I'm not. Alright, cool. Judge came in. Just draw a card. You do not score both battlefields on that turn. I actually know the game! It doesn't actually matter, because... Yep. Cool. And now I'm fading memory. This. Goes. And then he cuts. This just goes back at least. This is unattach. The start of a turn. Controller. How does fading memories and spinning axe? I don't know. Not fully sure personally. Hopefully, these double punch first will actually get. We'll find out, chat. We'll find out. We'll go 5, 6, 7. I mean, this makes our life even. Push it back. Switcheroo, that makes my life easier. We're at 6. Win. 7. I mean, we just gotta survive, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. Play this. This. Here. Pass. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're forcing our opponent to play things before coming in. We have double punch first. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. All right. Two. Oh, bug out. I see a falling star on the top of that. Ride the wind. Going in. Up. 2. Punch first, my guy. Alright, we got there. We got there, chat. Ooh. We had to fight through tooth and nail. I want the fading memories. I don't know, Gusts don't seem to be a big deal against this opponent. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Gusts aren't good here. I feel like it's good because it's like it just gets rid of stuff, right? Would I rather sabotage or I rather hard bargain? I guess that's the question here. Is there any other card I should take out? I guess I prefer sabotage. And good. Alright, game 3. Game 3. Don't want that. Don't really want that. Alright. Can't find my ramp, can't find my auroras against our opponent, but maybe we can find it off the top. I mean, we'll take the mobilize off the top. A wonderful one. Passing over to our opponent. We will gust it. No points for the opponent. Okay, a little annoying, but we get to play a Mind Splitter on curve. Okay, Alright, I'm gonna need a tank on this one, chat. I'm trying to think about this. I don't want to, like, just punt the game here. This is a weird one. The Rebuke is kind of okay. Goes to 7. So the obvious one to take is the Mind Splitter. Yeah, we'll just take Mind Splitter. We'll take a Mind Splitter. We'll take a Mind Splitter. Alright. Yes. Darius pass? Okay. I mean, I have to go for this now. Okay. Well, come on. That's what, yeah, like, I mean... I'm not sure what to do, chat, now that he knows I've got a Mind Splitter. Well, I mean, you don't know my hand, buddy. Because if he plays the Darius there... I mean, I guess I just have to let him have it. It's... Boy. Oh, at least our opponent's only at 2. At least our opponent's only at 2. Oh. I'm not sure, man. Part of me thinks I want to actually try and do something, but with this Rebuke... Opponent, I don't think opponent realizes. The thing is, it's like, if I know it's only this, I can definitely go Overzealous Fan. I can go Mind Splitter into the Overzealous Fan. And force this Rebuke, which then means I can force take this Spinning Axe. Which is what I think my opponent is not realizing. But it's fine. I think I still have to just go for the Mind Splitter. I think I have to take Spinning Axe now. we have to take a spinning axe now. And I don't know how we do this. I think I now go into here and at least force one of them out. Oh my god, this is gross. Oh, this is so gross. Oh, I can't even play it. I haven't got the fucking runes because I hit a body rune. Oh my god. I guess I go... But it will definitely get that chaos runes. Darius probably? The fight or flight, you're thinking? Overzealous fan. Also, welcome to the chat. Lovely to have you here. This gets pushed back. I move. I may exhaust something, so I will now have this. Ride the wind? A Darius. Okay, so I now have to... They played 2 cards this turn? No, they've only played 1 card. Yeah, I just ride the wind this back. Up. I'll at least go that. I don't think there's a reason now to actually do anything. I readied an extra room because of this. I did ready this with the idea that if they didn't have something like a Ride the Wind, we could then potentially have bounced off and then gone back in and got the other Overzealous fan. I don't think it matters now. We just pass. We just pass. We just hold and pass. Our opponent has got a Rebuke, so they can smash in Rebuke. Okay, so that's going to be a Draven. Oh. Have another Overzealous fan. Oh, they had to do it for the thing. Between this and this, we can kill this. I could look to play a Mind Splitter. Oh, I see the line. So we go Mind Splitter, untap. Okay, so we go 1, 5, 7. Mind Splitter. Mind Splitter, we take the Kai'Sa. Move, ready. In a point. Oh wait, no, I was meant to ready this with this. The move thing. Oh, they're being nice. Okay. I will now just this. Then That's in hand. Good. Go to 3. Pass. Alright. 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 I think we're holding. Alright. They play the other side fight. Oh, they got. Oh my god. So we got a 5. Oh, I mean, we just slam. We just slammed that, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of it. Hard bargain's gone. Do I ever do anything else? Probably not. Do I leave my misfortune in danger? Probably. Yeah, it's probably fine. It doesn't really matter. I was meant to do Tygon's Peak, but it's fine. We pass. We just pass. Overzealous Fan doesn't do it. Go to 7. Back deck. Yeah, fight or flight hand. Randomly at the bottom. Go, pay, go. Alright, I think we win. Alright, that's a little scary, but I think with the punch first and the fight or flight, we can get there. I think we can. It's looking harrowing for the opponent. I mean, anything from there? 1, 2. Feel like this is a spinning axe angle. A fight or flight pushing this back. I will be going 1, 2. A fight or flight of my own targeting this. GG's. GG's. Holy moly. We got there. We got there, chat. That's crazy, that game. Oh my. Oh my, what a final game we had. Whoa. Oh, chat. What was that? That was scary. Oh. Oh. Those games took it out of me. I was fully there, man. Those were rough. Oh. Oh, chat. Your streamer sort of did it. I sort of gone and done it. Somehow I made it. We'll be back tomorrow at an usual time. At our usual time. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad today. We played some stuff that I wasn't expecting to play, but it worked out well for us. No complaints. Not too sad. Pretty happy. Well then. Yeah. I will play a small ad break, and I think I'm trying to see, is anybody else live? Anybody live? Got a bunch of people doing stuff, but I don't actually know who they are. And I do want to try and make sure if I'm raiding people, I want to make sure I raid people I know who they are, you know? I'm not seeing any. Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody at the moment. Alright, chat. Well, with that said, I'm going to play a small ad break, and I'll call it quits for the night. I'll be back at my normal time of like 12 p.m. midday. I've just I had lots of chores to do. YouTube videos will be going live on the channel this coming week. So Monday will be the first ones. We'll be having about 3 to 4 videos hopefully going up. I've already got 2 of them are already uploaded and ready to go. I'll be uploading the 3rd one this week and probably getting a 4th or 5th one sorted before even tomorrow. So if you want to check that out and support the channel, that's a link for it. Must One Riftbound. It also links off to all of my other channels if you are interested. Channel or my stream or my VOD channel. But with that all said, chat, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Johnny, bye bye. I need a closing stream. I know. That thing. Oh well, we'll work that out. I need a closing stream. I need a closing one and a starting one. That's what I need. I'll work it out. I'm not too worried. Anyway. Definitely need something to play here while I'm like closing the stream. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure